Right then guys, welcome back to part 2. I had no chance of getting asleep in that car with him at the side of me. I videoed him snoring.
Oh.
Rods are back out. Clip down flapper on one. Pulley panel on other, short pulley panel. Martin's brought his fire pit. So brought a bit of wood to burn to keep us warm. But we're also going to burn up crap that's been left in this bay. Bits of line and stuff. Whatever else before we go. It's responsible, obviously, having a fire pit. Some people decide to burn up floor, which really ain't good, is it? They leave a mess. Oh, we'll be taking all our crap with us. It's very foggy still. We're just waiting for a bite. I've got squid mussel on pulley panel, which is the rod closest to us. On green tip like that one. Tilt clip down rig. I lost the codling on earlier with squid and black on. It's got a codling. Looks like a whiting. It's definitely a codling. Small bait again. Nice one. Not many bites on this tide. Martin's had a... What, did you have a rockling straight away, didn't you? I think Martin's had a rockling and Jay's had a small codling. But I'm still going with this clip down rig on one rod. I've put a pulley rig on with a bigger bait on the other one. Just trying to find something to... Just trying to pick a fish up. Got a mussel black, a little bit of squid tip on top hook on this clip down rig, two clip down, and a full black with squid. Tipping it off. I'm going to fire this out as far as I can. Jay and Martin are getting stuck into haddock. Might just have that one. It's a lovely one, that one. He's got another one on. They seem to be missing meat fish when I'm in the middle of this bay. It's another cracker, that, isn't it? Absolute cracking haddock. Nice one. That is a lump. What? Yeah. So it's a cracking haddock, that. Oof. Get up. That's biggest one we've had, that, out of Humber, isn't it? Between us. It's a cracker, well done. Nice one. That'll be coming home for tea. Take your head torch off a sec, sorry. It's alright. It's about £2, that, isn't it? Nice one. Cheers, mate. Nice one. Finally, a fish for myself. It's probably a PB haddock, that. Looks bigger on camera than it actually is, which is always a good thing. Yeah, nice haddock. Get on. Lug squid. Far out, that one. Clip down rig. Another one for the table. It's a good... I mean, I think the legal size is 12 inches. It's a good... like 18 inches, that one on box. I've got like a scale up box for cod, haddock and whiting. So yeah, nice one. It's on again. Well, you got two flatties, double hook up of dabs. Is it? Top one might be a flounder. Yeah, top one's a flounder. It's not see through. But his haddock, that big one, weighed £1.8. Mine weighed £1.1.
I don't know, Mike, because Karl's already chopped it up.
Yeah, I don't know Jay's because we've already filleted it off what he had earlier in part 1. We're getting some bites now at least. Fish are coming through like they did on the last tide. Close to high, then it went a bit slack. And then when the tide... Then when the tide started ebbing, we started getting some fish on the previous tide. So we'll see what happens. Jay has. If you want 8 ounce, shoot about 4. So, yeah, I've got flapper rigs on both rods at the minute, targeting haddock.
I don't give a shit about the size. What was the species target?
5-6 pound cod. You're
No.
going to get one on this time.
A cod.
Jay's done it again. He's got a babby codling. Last reel in. I had a dab. I've had a couple of dabs. And one haddock, I think. What have you had? A couple of codlets?
I've had 2 little codling. And I had a.
Yeah. Martin's had about half a dozen haddock, hasn't he? Yeah. So that's it for this tide. I'm going to carry a video on, I think, onto the next tide. So, yeah, it's been difficult filming in darkness, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on with next tide. My rods are in. Car's on, heater's on. I'm going to go get some sleep. Good morning, we're still here. Had about 4 hours sleep in the car. Slept like a baby. In between firing the car up every now and again to warm us up. So I think Martin's just making a brew. Gonna have something to eat. It's tide's still miles out. It's about 10:30. I think highs around 4ish. We'll go again. Last session. It's been slow on a personal level. I think fishing in the middle of the bay doesn't help, because if anything comes from the right, Jay will pick it up. If anything comes from the left, which most stuff seems to be coming from the left, strangely, Martin's got 3 rods out, so we're about 50 hooks on each rod, so he ambushes everything. So, yeah, we'll have another go. We'll see what happens. Got plenty of bait left, so let's go for it. Right, so we've just been doing a bit of thinking with the help of Paul, mate Paul. Obviously in part 1 you saw me try an extension on my snood on pulley rig. It didn't work, but you should try stuff anyway, shouldn't you? You don't know without trying it. So I'm going to tie some running leisure rigs up, but run it on a rig body, so it'll be like, people call it a bolt rig, I think, don't they? I just call it a... It's technically probably a type of paternoster, isn't it, when you think about it, but that's what we're going to put a big bait out, me and Jay on. You notice a lot of cod that Martin catch, because I don't catch any. Quite often on bottom hook of his flapper, which means his bait's obviously nailed to the seabed, I'd imagine. So that's what we're trying to achieve.
Them 2 silly ones I had were on top of both of them.
You shut up. So we're going to do 18-inch snood. We've got some, for Christmas I got 2 boxes of Tronics Pro Aberdeens, 100 box from Tackle and Bait in Doncaster. But what I'm going to do is, because obviously we're going to fish a pennel, because Aberdeens are quite soft with a back hook, it's going to turn the eye down so it fits in your bait better than it would do if you didn't have, well, make it into a pennel looking effect. You only just give it a bit of a, turn the eye down slightly. There's something in it, there's something going on wrong here for us with rigs. In for Martin, because he's confident with what he's got. I can't be confident until I start nailing fish. So I change things. And every change I've made so far hasn't really worked. Tried a shorter pulley. I had an haddock on a shorter pulley yesterday. I want to check the knot on that. Retie that one. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to redo that knot. It just went a bit too close to the metal, if you like, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, got Karl on to keep as well. I did a simple knot on that, and I don't think I did enough twists because it nearly pulled through. It's going to be quite a short snood. And then we're just going to have a bit of body to run it on. Just like that much, just to shoulder widths apart. Let's say. That's your snood. Power swivel on one end, a couple of electronics power hooks on the other. Yeah, it was just a simple knot I did, you know, with loads of turns and then straight back through the eye rather than locking it in. But I just got it wrong slightly. I'll get slobber all over my car. This line ain't really good, is it?
Kinked a little bit.
It'll be alright once it's fishing. Yeah, it's just kinking a bit, this line. It's quite supple, which I thought it might be alright. It'll be alright. Jay can have this rig. Can't you, Jay?
Uh-huh.
Tag end. Alright. So you're building it up. You got your pennel hooks on the bottom, power swivel. Then we're going to put the lead system on, how the lead's going to sit. Now we're struggling for components, but I've got a pack of impact shields here that have like, obviously they have that metal clip. I'm only struggling for components because it's just what I've brought with me, what I've got available to me, what I've brought with me. I don't bring much with me. I just bring a few bits just to make a few rigs if we need to.
That's winter whales and take out kitchen sink.
So we're going to need one of them out your pack of impact shields. You know, just the bit that holds the plastic in for releasing the bait. And we're going to need another power swivel. So this is going to be for like a squid worm bait or whatever. We've got some cart and stuff. We've got a bit of cart left from last time. Might try that. So you need your clip out your impact shields. Slide your swivel on to the point so your lead will be able to. It wants to be sat like that, so your swivel's at that end, so your lead can just clip onto there, and that'll be running up and down on this bit of rig body that you've just put on. Then we need a bead, a buffer bead. Again, we've got some large ones that Jay bought, but flapper rigs really, but they'll be alright. Just thread that on your rig body. It's a simple rig. You can make it as simple as you want, really, or as complicated as you want. You could have a sink, fish it as a single hook if you wanted to. So that's, you're left with that then there. That bead's just a buffer just to protect that knot. And you want another power swivel. So I'm fishing the tote clip down rig that I've been using. That's fished really well. I've caught fish on that. I lost a cod on it yesterday. And yeah, that's done really well, that one. So let's put that power swivel on the top, cut the tag end. So that's the full rig. Hooks at one end, I'm leaving that there, you can skewer that on your bait if you want. Power swivel, rig body, bead, clip for your lead on a swivel, and another swivel to tie onto your main line. It's quite a short rig. I'm hoping that it anchors your bait to the bottom. So that's what we're going to go with. So we'll see how we get on. I'm trying to do a bit of filming. We struggled last night with darkness. In part one we struggled because we were catching a lot of fish between three of us. So we'll see how we get on with that. We're going to stick with that on one rod and then see what happens. So fingers crossed something happens positive. I'm sure there's a PB out there for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think I showed you on camera. I've just changed snood on it because it kinked up a bit when I tied the knot. I put 50 pound amnesia on it. So about 18 inches. So we'll see. It'll just help with baiting up and that. It just kinked into it round knots. You what?
About the same as mine, man.
I don't think so. Right, yeah, we'll try that anyway. Get it out then. Right, so we've got over here. The rig I've tied up, baited up. Black lug, bit of squid, carp and hermit crab. So that'll be just flicked out, it'll just be lobbed out. Then the rig that I've had most of the fish on, and I haven't had many fish since I've been here to be fair, is this tool clip down rig. So obviously it's like just a flapper basically. Squid and black on that one. give it a go. Nearly got water, so I'll be firing one out shortly. Both rods out, I'm sat in the car. Right hand rod's running ledger, left hand rod's torque clip down. Let's have it. I've just got two diddly dabs. Let's put one back, let's put one back. First bait up. You're just switching over to the secret bait, aren't you? Yeah. It's filling up quite nicely at the minute. In comparison to yesterday, obviously we've got a slightly bigger tide, so hopefully it'll be better. About, about the secret bait. Otherwise you'll sue me. Hey Jay, let's watch Martin catch fish. This could be cod. Nice one. Rockling on top, up cod on bottom. Get on. And two rockling and a cod. Nice one, pal. Your fish, don't you? Hey, get on. Nice one. Just had one on the running ledger rig. On a big bait. Nice one. I'm going to take a picture of him. Yes, that codling for Jay weighed £1.14. Nice takeable fish, that. About right. The size you want really for eating from the shore. Anything bigger than that, it's quite a challenge filleting them off into it and preparing them to eat, as you saw with the big one Martin had the other week. That just showed a bit of effort there making that rig this morning. Jay put a really nice bait on that. It was a big bait, big worm bait with a bit of squid on it. It's done the business.
As always, I've changed what I've done.
You what? And it's what have you done now?
Changed what I've done.
You put a small bait on now?
No,
Oh.
same size worm, but I'll put that half squid on it as well.
Yeah.
Rather than just a little ticky bit.
Yeah, so it does show that bit of extra effort this morning. It's paid off. And it has done before in other videos we've done. Subtle changes. And Bob's your uncle.
Martin's got another haddock.
Nice one. We've kept a lot of fish really here. Because we've had some decent haddock that we've kept for the table as well. There's more haddock here than whiting. That is on cod again. I'm just watching today. Nice one, pal. Top hook, that one. I've just put a paternoster rig on one of my rods. Keep it going with running ledger. Yeah, it's a lovely cod, that, pal. On again. He's had a right good run of haddock. He had a right good run of haddock last night on this left-hand side of the bay. I've got two big baits out now. I've got a running paternoster on one and running ledger on the other. I'm just all in for a cod. There's far more depth down there today isn't there, than what there was last night. He's had a right good run of haddock. I've missed a few off camera. And they're all sort of £1 to £1.50, aren't they, all of them? I've never known there'd be so many haddock. Usually it's whiting. Someone said it might have something to do with some wind turbines that are out. I don't know where they're situated, but nearby. It's obviously giving them a chance to come inshore and have a little fish nursery going off, if you like. I think I had one bite this tide, and I haven't landed anything. I put it down to being in the middle of the bay, me, like. Anything comes left, Martin gets it. If anything comes right, Jay gets it, and I'm left with whatever's in middle.
One fish and one bite.
Or whatever's in middle. Exactly.
Must all be coming from Martin's side.
Yeah.
Best thing about it, they're coming from out here.
Yeah?
A million miles. They're not coming from right, they're all to right.
He'll tell us that, won't he?
I was trying to say the same thing.
All right, they're coming so far from here, and they're not coming past. Oh, I'm turning round. Sorry about the blurriness on the screen.
I ain't going near them fucking rigs. I've seen how he ragged them open in Wales.
What two?
Yeah. Yeah, so keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one. Get on. Look, blackened squid, that's all you need on here, Martin. Put your earthworms in bin.
Yeah, but fabulous.
And he's lighting alright.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see
The
that.
rig it's caught on is a running paternoster. So, I'm keeping this cod, by the way. Yeah, you've got a big lead line. It's like a running paternoster. It's crossed with South African big game rig as well. But yeah, just shows, doesn't it? Get on. Nice one. Cheers, Jake, pal. Don't do tiddlers, boys. Get on. Get on, boy. I don't do tiddlers. Woohoo! Just finished on a flounder, which is quite happy about because I had one for 2 years. Nice one, Jay. Got it put back. Nice one, pal. Yeah, I'll just say something now. You obviously could see we had some rubbish down here. We've cleared it all away. But these people that have been fishing here and they're leaving like rubbish in between the rocks. Stop doing it, please. And if you happen to fish on here where these rocks are, just be very careful on these rocks. It really could be quite dangerous. I trapped my leg. Oh, what you got, Martin? Haddock. Yeah, I trapped my leg when I was going through. I thought my leg was going to snap. To be fair, Jay slipped and nearly go. I've got studs on my boots and they do help, but just be very careful because as this gets established, it's going to get more weed on it and become quite hazardous. You know, and if someone has an accident on it, they'll probably close it down, won't they?
Yeah, no one will be fishing here.
Yeah, so just be very careful. Just take your time. If you're on your own, I'd suggest tackling up on the rocks because there's some flat bits. So yeah, just bear that in mind. We've had a cracking session, but we'll close it down when we get back. Give a big shout out to Martin. He's absolutely emptied the Humber this weekend. Well done, Matt, pal. We'll drop him off first, so he won't probably be around for the close down. Jay's got a PB Codling, PB Cod.
PB Haddock.
PB Haddock. I think I've had a PB Haddock. You've had a PB Haddock as well, Martin.
And I've finally evaded the flounder.
You finally got your flounder ticked off.
After 2 years.
I think my cod might have been a PB as well. I've only had about 6 cod off the shore, so it's not like I don't do tiddlers, like I say. Right, so we're just packing up now, and we'll
PB's a PB, isn't it?
loop close down. We'll get back to Doncaster. But part 2's been a success. Part 1 was a success as well, but it's been even more of a success in part 2.
Part 2, we're going to move you, mate.
Yeah. See you down there, but Martin's finishing on a diddly dab. Nice one, pal. Right, I'm back now. Martin's dropped off. Jay's gone home. Happy to end on a Codling there. We're a real tough session from my own point of view. I tried all sorts. I made subtle changes to rigs on the final tide that worked. Jay obviously had one on the running ledger rig that I tied up this morning. Tested trowel that we tried this morning on a biggish bait. Martin's continued getting fish on smaller baits on flappers. I've tried flappers. I couldn't do it for some reason. Couldn't get the Codling on my smaller baits for some reason. So I'm thinking about what could I try. I thought I'm going to try, but it's basically, I don't know if you noticed on the section of video where I had the Codling. It's basically a rig. It's like a running ledger rig, but on the swivel where your lead is, you run your lead line longer than your snood, and you put a splashdown on it, or you can even get leads with clips on, can't you? That work. You just hang it on your hook, so your lead line's suspended on your snood, and it casts. It's probably out of all the rigs, clip down rigs that I use, that casts better than any of them. With the casting cannon, I was able to just get that bit further out, and that's where I got my Codling. Second, well, I would have saying it's the last bait up to Martin and Jay, and my rod hooked over, and I'm going to be honest with you. I deserve that this weekend because I tried, experimented with stuff. There's certain things going off on there that I can't. The pulley panels aren't working for me, and they never have done. I have had a codling off there on a pulley panel before, but just one. Martin's at side of me, just hoiking them out on throat flappers. I've tried throat flappers. For some reason, I just can't nail them. I nailed one actually on the part one video, but it dropped off, slid in between. I landed it. It still counts as a catch. Landed it. It slid off between in the rocks and it's gone into the crevice. I don't know if it's ended up back in the sea or not. On the flood defence there. So I was absolutely devastated about that. I thought my luck's completely out. So I got up. I was fishing over tide. I got up Sunday morning. I thought Saturday morning. Sorry, this morning I'm going to try something different. Let's try different rigs because there's something happening with the bait. It's not nailed to the bottom. I think with the pulley rig, that's what it is. I've spoke to my mate Paul about it as well. And I thought I'm going to try this running ledger thing. So we knocked up a couple of running ledger rigs. Jay put a sizable bait on and bang, first bait up, fish. But I was then thinking, is my luck out here? Martin's carrying on oiking him out. He's had about 10 codling today. And then, I ain't had 10, sorry, he's had 10 for the full weekend. And then I got one, which I was absolutely delighted about. I think it could possibly be a PB. But truthfully, I'm just happy that I experimented and I nailed it, really. I nailed the fish that I was after. And it was a nice way to end the weekend, end the session when your rod just taps a bit and you actually strike and you get a bit of a few nods back, and there's a little bit of resistance. Now I was just really happy with that from a personal point of view. I mean, Martin's absolutely emptied it this weekend, and with the fish I had in one of the previous videos, a 6.5 pounder. I mean, stunning fish. He's doing fantastically well. But we might have another session on that. I don't know. Hoping to get back to Wales. Sorry, I'm absolutely wiped. I've had 4 hours sleep since we're on Saturday night now. I've had 4 hours sleep since 6 o'clock Friday morning. So yeah, not good. But a lot of effort has gone into that fish. We've got a couple of bagfuls of. I filleted everything off. Got a couple of We've got like a bag full of codling and haddock. Some of the haddock, if they were takeable size, we decided we'd keep a lot of them because if they were dodgily hooked and stuff, they were deep hooked or whatever, because they don't seem to go back as well. They're a bit sensitive, like whiting are. We did get some decent fillets. They are a bit scrawny, aren't they? Some of them haddock, but we didn't do. We kept all the ones we kept were all legal size sort of thing, even though they do look a bit small. It's quite slender. But yeah, just sampling a bit of beer before I go to bed. I'm absolutely wiped, honestly. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm just happy with how that session ended. And I don't know what the plan is for now, but that's the 2025 fishing drawn to a close. I've loved every minute of it. I think that memory of that codling, it's only like my sixth. This is the other thing as well. It's only like my 6th shore caught codling. That I've had a couple on a boat before as well, out of Whitby. I've had haddock off the boat at Whitby as well, many years ago. But obviously, fishing in the areas I fish in North Wales, I don't tend to get any. I think I've had 2 down there. But I think when I do go back to North Wales in winter, I think I might try and get hold of some fresh worm or, fish maybe a squid mussel bait, fish, if we've got any carp, maybe fish a squid carp bait, just to see if we can get any codling through winter. I think sure there'll be some out there. We'll have to see, won't we? I'm going to give it a go on one rod. I'll probably fish fairly heavy but with smaller hooks, just in case we get done by something else. But yeah, interesting. I've been the butt of everyone's joke all weekend. I've been getting messages off people, and the people I've been fishing with have been winding me up as well. So it was good that it come together at the last knockings there. Honestly, guys, I'm absolutely wiped. I'm going to leave the video here. I'm doing Great North Run, as you might know. I'll leave details of how you can sponsor me for that if you would like to. I'm running for the Alzheimer's Society. I'll leave some information about them as well in this video. If you just check the links for stuff will be in the description. And that's it for 2025. I think my favourite memory, I'm just trying to think of my favourite memory this year. It might have been probably, I had £11 7 hus in July. That's probably about it, I think. Other than that, it's just been pretty steady all year. It was nice to get that codling. But that's it, yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed watching the channel this year, and I thank everybody that's subscribed and come along with the journeys. And it did kind of go to plan in the end today. We've had some tough sessions this year, but yeah, onwards and upwards, and we'll try again next year. So other than that, keep safe, tight lines, have a good one. Merry Christmas, just about, and Happy New Year. Thank you very much. If anyone would like to sponsor me, I'm running for the Alzheimer's Society in the 2025 Great North Run in September next year. If you scan this QR code, it'll take you to the Just Giving page and give you some information on how to sponsor me. For a great cause, thank you.